Okay, Mick here. Break time's over. So now we're gonna go ahead and install this new catalytic converter / exhaust system into the car. So like I mentioned, this is the easiest way because you only have to bolt 4 things in and you don't have to do any kind of welding. So these are my original bolts. So I'm gonna go ahead and reuse these ones, so that they'll be reunited with the car, and they're pretty much the same as all the ones. These ones actually look a little cleaner. Like I said, I don't know where this car was, but all the parts are like dirty on it. Hopefully whatever, the good part, the catalytic converter is still good. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these over here so we get access to them. All right, and then let's go put this exhaust system underneath the car. So if you remember correctly, the rubber mounting parts are already on the car because we just removed the pipe and left the hangers on there. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. So I went ahead and took these ones off, and they're pretty easy to take off. All right, you saw how I did it. So yeah, we're just gonna install it just like that. The way it is right now is how it's gonna go in the car. This is the front of the car, right here, and then that's the rear right there. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna fish it from front to back, just like we took this one out. We took this one out from rear to front. Now we're gonna do it rear. We're gonna do it from the front to the rear. Okay. The most difficult part is this kind of bendy part right here. Okay. Hopefully it fits the way it did before. They should, because it came from a similar Prius. Okay, so I'm gonna do it from this view over here. Just gonna bring the pipe over here between the jack stands. Okay, I think and now it's significantly heavier than it was before. Twice as heavy because I had twice the time was there. So the important thing is to get it over the brace. I'm gonna try to do it without taking it off. If we can't, then we're gonna have to take the brace off. So it's actually not that hard, but. Okay, so I'm not going to bore you with the video on how the video I just shot of me trying to shoehorn it past the thing there. So I was able to actually get the rear section in without taking that brace off, but you can't get the front section in because it hangs up in the front there. It's too long. So there's just not enough room. The gas tank is in the way and stuff. So the best thing to do is to take that plate out. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so in the first place, I should have taken this brace off. Megan was stubborn. He wanted to see if he could do it without taking it off, but apparently you have to take it off. It makes it a lot easier to install this if you take it off. So, all right. So, okay, they're 12 millimeters. They're not 14. Okay, so I'm not sure on my car. They're 12 millimeters. I don't know what they're like on your car because this is, like I said, this is an aftermarket part I installed here to stiffen up the chassis of the Prius. I'm gonna go take it out. Shouldn't be too hard. Just 4 bolts. Take it out slowly. Okay, 3. Okay, let's put that somewhere safe. Okay, so meow, we can go ahead and install it. It should be pretty easy to install right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hang it up on the hanger. That's what's gonna help hold it up so we can bolt it on. All right, let's see if I can do that. So there's not a lot of room to work with. Just be patient. Wear safety glasses because you're working underneath the car. Don't worry about scratching it up too much. Okay, so it's a little. Okay, so what we're gonna have to do Okay, so the important part here, you gotta get the pipe, maneuver the pipe into position here, and get it pretty close to where it should be. You want to line these kind of prongs up to the exhaust hangers here, and then so this the trickiest part here is to get this front part of the catalytic converter into here. Okay, so and so I'm gonna get a video of that, and then both connecting it to the hanger here. Okay. It might help if you have one of those creepers, but I think the creeper will make you taller, so it makes it harder to work on. Okay, so I'm gonna try. Get a good video that I'm just sticking it in there, but we're not gonna bolt it in yet. Okay, we're just gonna get it into place. Okay, it's not too heavy. It's 15 pounds. I weighed it, so should be able to handle it. So we're gonna pull this back here, move it into here, and then scooch it into there. Okay. Okay. It should be. Okay, that's kind of where we want it right now. Let's just let it hang from there for now. So that's the hardest part, just getting that in there, because it has to get in there a certain way. Okay. All this cross member and cover are in the way. That's the problem. Okay. All right. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna hook up the exhaust hangers. Okay, move these down. Okay. So while it's up in there, we're gonna install these hangers. Okay, all you gotta do is push them in. Be a little tricky. Okay, there's one. Okay. The camera. Okay, here's number 2. Just slip it in there. If you're having trouble getting it in, you could probably put some WD-40 or something on it, but these ones aren't behaving, so and get it in until it's all the way in there. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. So there we go. That's what holds the exhaust up, so you can bolt it together. Okay. Be careful not to damage your oxygen sensor also. So let's just kind of leave that there for now. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is let's bolt the exhaust on. Okay. So these are the bolts that came out before, so we're going to put them back in. So you just make sure there's that donut that's in the center. See the donut sticking out there? Just make sure you stick that in the hole before you put the bolts in. Okay. So I'm going to pull it back a little bit. I can push forward on the muffler too if I need to. Okay, get that in there. Put the bolt in there. Tighten it up. Okay, so just put them in, but put them in very loosely, okay? So we're gonna go put the front ones on now. Okay, so before I put these bolts on, I'm gonna put some Loctite on it, so it's hard to get out, so they don't back out. But the reason that they don't back out is because they have a spring on it, so that's what the spring is for, so it doesn't back out. Puts tension on the bolt, so it doesn't fall out. But I'm gonna put some thread locker on it. Hopefully it doesn't burn all off. Okay. So I'm going to try to get this on video. It's going to be kind of hard, but basically you just want to do the same thing you did with the back. Just lightly put them on first. Let's get everything all lined up. Okay, make sure you don't mess up that exhaust gasket. It's already on there. If you don't have it on there, you're going to have to put the new one on. You just basically slip it on to where it is right now. So, okay, so you just want to line this up, push it forward. I have to give it to Toyota. They made it convenient to take this guy off. Unfortunately, it makes it easy for the thieves to get your catalytic converter. I'm going to get this up into here. Okay, we got one of them in there lightly. Okay, I got the second one right here. It's gonna go on the right side. There's ample room to get an arm in there. And you can kind of see, you know, what you're doing a little bit. If it's not screwing in, just kind of wiggle it around. This one's not working. What's going on, buddy? Can't seem to get this one in. I'm gonna rotate the exhaust, I guess, or maybe let's take the other one off, or let's tighten it first. Let's tighten it more. We'll get it closer. Hopefully that gets this one started. Okay, no dice. Let me take my watch off. So what I'm going to try to do, I'm having trouble putting the right one on. The left one went on so easily. I don't know why the right one. Maybe I should take the other one off first. I'm going to pull the exhaust forward or tweak it to the right. Hopefully that'll give us enough clearance to get it in there. Okay, there we go. Okay, all right, cool. I think that's good. All right, so it's all bolted in now. So we just need to, there it is. It's a close-up of my work right there. I got the 2 bolts in. Okay, and then we got all 4 in. So everything is all bolted in now, okay? And it's on the hanger. So it's pretty much, I would say 80% done because we still have to do the oxygen sensor. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start torquing this bad boy, okay? Okay, so before we start torquing this, I'll tell you now, the torque is 32 foot-pounds. How does the Omega know? Because I have a Haynes manual here. Okay, Toyota Prius Haynes manual. And here in page 2 alpha, it's kind of hard to see, 2 alpha-3, it says here exhaust pipe to manifold bolts, 32 foot-pounds, okay? 32, I think it's foot-pounds because this one says inch-pounds, so I'm guessing the normal ones, they were too lazy to type in foot-pounds. So if it's inch-pounds, it's an inch-pounds, but it's 32 foot-pounds, okay? So like I guess all the bolts are 32 foot-pounds. That's how I know. So Hades Omega isn't just pulling some random number out, you know. I looked it up in the book. It's 32, and I looked it up on the internet too. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get our torque wrench and set it to 32 foot. So to torque it down, I'm gonna use these tools. Hopefully these are the right ones. We'll see. So they're all 1/2-inch drive, and I got the torque wrench right here. This is a little torque socket dealie. It's got you're gonna need an extension because it's way up in there, and then I'm gonna use a breaker bar to torque it. But just to tighten it, I'm gonna use a regular ratchet, okay? So I'm gonna try to get it snug, and then we're gonna go ahead and torque it. So like I said, it's finger tight right now. So before the party begins, let's go set this to 32 foot-pounds. Your torque wrench might be different, you know, just you know, set it to 32 foot-pounds. But I'm gonna show you this is how I do it with mine. So it's a digital, very accurate. Okay, 32 foot-pounds, just like the book said, okay? I'm gonna take this out for now. Okay. There we go. This is probably what the thieves use, a really long extension. For whatever reason, the right one is really hard to get in there. I don't know why. Just tighten tighten it until it gets pretty snug. It could be I have the spring the wrong direction. I think that might be why. Maybe the spring is supposed to be a certain direction. I don't know why. Alright, let's do it this way. I could use the impact gun to get it in there also. I don't know, the right side is significantly harder to get in there than the left side. Let's try to do them evenly. Do one side at a time, you know, a little bit. Okay, that it kind of just bottomed out right there. So at some point it just stopped. It suddenly stops. See, just like that. Okay. Okay, so that means that's our cue to get our torque wrench out. Okay, so this is gonna beep. This is gonna beep when it's at the right torque. Make sure it's on. Okay. If you guys can see. You can actually see it right here. Okay, that one started to beep a little bit, but I'm going to move to the next one, and then we're going to torque the other one first, so you torque them evenly. Okay, it didn't beep right into it. Okay, I'm just kind of looking at the gauge to see what it says. Oh, okay. Okay, so there we go. That's it. That's the front torqued. Okay, yeah, my torque wrench wasn't set right, but I was actually looking at it, so it is at 32. But just to show you, you know, I'll do it one more time. It should make a beeping sound when it gets close to 32, and then it'll beep when it passes 32. Okay, there's one. Okay, that's 32. All right. Whew. Okay, I got both of them in there. Okay, now we just got to do the same thing for the bear. Okay, to speed this one up, I'm going to use my impact gun. Okay, there you go. Don't put it on too tight. Okay. If anything, I probably want to loosen this up a little bit. Tighten it up again. Okay. Now we get our torquing device. I don't think the extension has to be quite this long, but that's what I got right now, so that's what I'm going to use. Just make sure it's at 32 foot-pounds. Okay, should be good. Go ahead and torque it. That's really loose. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Let me get my ratchet. And that's why we use the torque wrench, so we know how tight we're tightening it. Alright. Okay, we're going to tighten it until it bottoms out. Okay, there. See, I kind of felt it like it evened out. Okay, it's bottomed out. unbond out. Okay, so now it's time to go torque it. Alright. Do it till it beeps. I think the torque wrench just turned off. Okay. One more. Okay. It really torques it, man. Okay, there we go. Done. Okay, so the catalytic converter exhaust system is completely installed. All right, so there's the rear bolted in, and we got the this guy in the the hangers, rubber hangers, and then it's bolted to the exhaust manifold now. Okay, so so let's get all the mechanical stuff done. Let's go put this plate back on. Okay, plate. I'm gonna go ahead and install this cross brace here.